My name is CJ Dodson, and my life before the micro shelter was I have experience in real estate, property management, and just had some unforeseen circumstances that brought me here.
So the micro shelter program is an emergency shelter program that helps us house 8 individuals at a time. And the whole point of the program is to help a holistic approach at getting folks not just housed immediately, but in the long term. So the whole program is focused on getting life skills, jobs or income, and then further housing in 10 months' time.
I went through domestic violence, and in an effort to move away from that situation, I took a job in Anderson. Building flooded, and my apartment was above that building that flooded, and so I couldn't work from home because I didn't have a home at that point, and so I was let go and ended up at the Good News Rescue Mission.
Honestly, the majority of us in society are 1 or 2 paychecks or 1 or 2 months away from being in the same circumstance that most of the homeless individuals that we see in our community are.
I didn't have a car when I initially got there, so trying to, get around town and look for work or look for housing or whatever, via bus is very difficult, and so that was one of the largest challenges that I had. I'm weird. I'm an odd duck, so I was feeling like the Lord is breaking me down so He can build me up. And so, I just was basically stripped of everything and just had to start over and build everything back up, and so that's what I've been doing.
The key elements and services, first of all, is housing. It gives you an individual space to live as opposed to a congregant shelter. So it also helps you connect with resources to help you get jobs or income or health care, and then on top of that, housing.
Being at the micro shelter gave me a sense of security and a warm bed to sleep in, to where I could get up and I could look for work, or I could go to work once I was working, and that's a huge thing. It's very hard to do that if you're sleeping in the forest.
Biggest success marker for us is whether somebody gets successfully housed in the 10 months that they're here in our program, moving on to what we consider permanent housing or more permanent housing.
I'm going to be able to have my grandbaby and my kids over and cook for them. I miss that so much. I mean, that's my first priority, is just, it's like I'm going to be in before Christmas, so I get to cook Christmas dinner and I get to have my grandbaby come and spend the night with crazy grandma. So I'm looking forward to it.
We've seen over 80% success rate in housing in our first 9 months of the program, and I honestly don't think we could have foreseen that, but it's great that it happened because of the program and because of the way the program works in community.
Thank you so much. My heart is just filled with gratitude for everything you guys have done, because without donors and, different grants that we've received, this would not exist, and, I would not be leaping forward as fast as I am now. You can get out. It's hard. You have to just set yourself on a pace, and if a roadblock comes, you just have to jump over it and not look back at it. You just have to keep moving forward.